Hey, what's going on? I'm here at Comic-Con with
Gavin Smith.
How you doing, Gavin?
I'm well. Thank you.
So here we have a whole load of nice artwork that you've done. Could you mind describing Accelerators for us?
Accelerators is a high-speed time travel book that I work on for Blue Juice Comics. I do all the penciling and inking for it. We've been at it for about a year and a half. We've got 3 issues that are out. I'm working on number 5, and we just found out we're extending the run to 10 issues.
All right, that seems pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
So, like Accelerators, well, I'm seeing people from various time periods gutting each other like fish.
Yeah. Well, part of the ongoing story is that these 3 time travelers get started in a cat and mouse chase through time, and they end up getting stuck in the future where they have to fight for their lives in a gladiator arena against warriors from different time periods. And that's just the first arc. It's a very character-driven story that happens to take place in this arena and how they deal with being in the future. And the changes that have been made since, and they kind of get lost and they have to get caught up with what's been happening the past, I think 60, 70, 80 years since they've been time traveling.
Yeah, because I see in the first issue alone, like there's several significant time jumps to when the action first starts to when we see our tournament of time traveling soldiers.
Yeah, the book starts around 1960, 1965, something like that. Jumps to, I think, the early 80s up to the early 90s, then to 2012, 2013, and then I think it goes as far as 2046, and that's where they've landed, and that's where they're captured. That's where the story takes place.
I see. So this isn't the only work you have here.
No.
You got Human City?
Yeah, Human City is a book I did all the writing and art for, and I created it while I was attending the Joe Kubert School in Joe's class. It was a 5-page, sort of sample thing that we did for class, and then after school, I decided to continue on with that, and that's gotten me every art job I've ever had.
So this has pretty much been a very influential stepping stone.
Yes, and it was pretty great. I don't have a distributor for it or anything. I've mostly been, or figuratively, been selling it out of my trunk for the past year and a half. But it's like I said, it's gotten me every art job I had. It's got me Accelerators, and another project I'm going to be working on called All Superheroes Must Die.
Tell me more about that.
It's going to be coming out through Action Lab Entertainment. It was a movie that actor Jason Tross came out with a couple years ago.
I think, didn't Magnet distribute it?
They might have. I think Grind Fist Pictures funded it. Okay. And then maybe Magnet distributed it. Okay. But anyway, Action Lab picked up the rights to do a comic series for it, and I'm friends with the director and actor Jason, and he asked me to draw the book. And so he and writer Mark Polton are putting the final touches on all the scripts, as far as I know. And I start drawing it fairly soon, I guess. I haven't started drawing it yet, but we're going to do 6 issues. And from what they've told me about it, it's really cool. It's a quick pitch for it is, what did he say? Supervillain Bloodsport.
Are we gonna have 3 shots of a guy doing a split kick to a guy's face?
I'm gonna push for it. at least a split punch to the groin. So.
Okay, we're going Mortal Kombat now. That's one of Johnny Cage's specials.
Well, it is, but Van Damme did that in Bloodsport. He did it to the big sumo guy. And I kind of watched that movie a lot.
Not gonna lie. By the way, kids, Frank Dux is a fraud. Just letting you know.
It's true. He didn't win half the fights he said he did.
By the way, we know your tournament is false if it's run out of your house. And you win tournaments from an organization you run out of your house. That's how we know, guys.
The Wikipedia on him is like the craziest thing I've ever read, too, by the way.
I know. Yeah. I know, believe me. If you read on bullshito.com the things this man has done, it is incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to more comic-related news.
Oh, that stuff.
Tell me more about your art education.
Well, I attended the Joe Kubert School. I was there for 3 years. I started in 2008, graduated in 2011. It was a great experience. It's 3 years, 10 classes a week, 5 days a week, homework all the time. Extremely intense. I was fortunate enough to have Joe as a teacher before he passed, and it was a pleasure to work with him and be able to have his input on your work. And after graduating, I ended up moving back home to start my comics career.
All right, it's been a real fun talking with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're gonna talk with your with one of your compatriots pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You can talk.
You have anything you want to say about him?
Everything he says is a lie.
All right, this is Z/ Gabriel Lemaine signing off with a very big vote of confidence.